Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a Valentine's Day custom. So my initial ideas were inspired by people like Captain Gabe and Nopolitos on Instagram, purely because of this. I just wanted this whole Instagram makeup boy kind of vibe going for it in him. So yeah. I also unintentionally think I took some inspiration from Bratz Galaxy on Instagram, just from this one picture that they did. Their page is absolutely awesome. Like, they do such good edits, so go on over and check them out on Instagram. So I'm going to be using this Dylan doll from Bratz. As you can see, he is a bit battered. He has a bit of a stain on his belly, but that'll be covered up. And he also, all of his hair was cut. I got him and all of his hair was cut, so it's all uneven. And oh my god, Bratz heads are so hard to get off. The Bratz boys heads. The girls heads are not this hard to get off. But yeah. So I just start by cutting all of his hair off as close to the surface as I can. And then you'll see me going in with some tweezers and trying to get his hair out. And this was a struggle. If I can tell you anything, it would be to warm these heads up. They are so hard and it's just not the one. Okay, so here I am just deciding what colours I want to do his hair. So I knew I wanted a really pink theme for this, and I decided on using this lighter pink yarn as the majority. I just thought the colour looked better rather than having that hot pink. But I did end up using some hot pink to do just a few little lowlights, I suppose, in the hair. And what I did was I just unraveled the yarn from its 3 strands so they were thinner and had this kind of like kinky texture, and then I just rooted those into the head. I decided on leaving the hair itself at the side still flocked in the brown, just so it looked like he dyed his natural hair rather than dyed it all over, just dyed the top, like what I do. So yeah, that's why I did that.
Okay, so I fully rooted his hair, and when I say fully, I mean like this isn't fully rooted, there are still holes, but you can see that there's barely anything there, especially when we put that all up. Like, you're not going to see any part of the scalp, so that's cool because it's yarn. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some glue in his head. I'll show you what glue I use. Okay, so I use Gorilla Glue for doll heads. You literally need, like, this has done so many doll heads that I've rerouted with yarn or hair, because this stuff expands as it dries, which I think is great. It keeps the heads super firm, which makes them easier to work on, in my opinion. Not that like Bratz heads really need that, or Integrity Toys heads. Let me just show you this face that I did. Oh my god. Gorilla Glue. So this is like the 3rd face I've done on hers now. But I just wanted to show her off because I'm absolutely in love with her. Oh. But yeah, so I'm going to fill that in because also I kind of maybe created a little chasm in the head. So I think if I just stick it in, that should all be fine. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, so you just literally... And then I take a earbud, a Q-tip, whatever you call them where you are from, and go around, and I feel around as best I can, trying to get all this hair in. Might just put a little bit more of the back there. Well, the thing with Gorilla Glue is, one, it is kind of industrial, and two, it isn't clear and it doesn't dry clear. So you have to just be really careful with it, making sure you don't get it around the neck or anything, especially if you're a mess like me. But also, one of the other benefits I love of it is it dries so quickly. So I'll be able to carry on working on him in a couple of hours. We're going to cut his hair down, but I'll be back.
The next step is just to wrap his head up and then take his face off with some 100% pure acetone. I've seen people say that you can use nail polish remover. You can't. It does not get the face off easily. Just get some 100% acetone. But yeah, and then we're going to spray him a couple of times with Mr. Super Clear so we can get a nice base to draw on with our pencils. Okay, so as always, I'm just going in with some light colours just to map out the features I want on his face. I was thinking very Tokyo Go-Go-esque. I think, again, that was subconsciously because I've seen that picture from Bratz Galaxy. But yeah, I just really wanted cute, like, subtle. I didn't want it to be overpowering, so that's the theme I was going for in my head. One thing I find about Bratz faces is that it's not just Bratz faces either, but they're harder and they take pencils and paints a lot quicker. So I think I only actually did like 3 layers in comparison to a Barbie or a Monster High head that would take me maybe even double that, maybe even more than double that. So yeah, I've noticed this with Bratz, with Shoppies, with Integrity dolls. They're just really fun to draw on, to be fair. Here I'm just adding some definition to his lips. I've been darkening up the colours and I just wanted a few lines in there, and then I'm just diffusing that out with some pastels. I didn't particularly want him to look like he was wearing lipstick, more of a natural lip colour. So I just thought that this was the best way forward, and I knew that this would be dulled down a little bit when I sprayed the MSC. So here Dylan is living his Dracula fantasy. He's getting a little heart just by the side of his eye, which I will deepen later with some watercolor pencils, but using the watercolor feature. And there I am, just throwing my pencils all over the place.
I think I'm getting the bottom lashes.
And here I am just highlighting with some cream color instead of using white this time, again just to make it a little bit more subtle. I do this under his eyebrows, on his cupid bow, and down his nose. I absolutely love doing it down the center of the nose. It's one of my favorite places to highlight it. Okay, so here is just where we go in with some acrylic paint just to brighten up the scleras, and I'm also going to add his catch lights. I don't think I really use paint elsewhere. I normally do it to like make the pupil look darker, use it in the eyes, but I really just wanted that subtle effect, so I didn't actually do that this time. Okay, so I thought I would include this bit in the video. I'm not 100% sure why. Do not follow these tips. This is not how you make patterns. This is not the correct way. In fact, this pattern I'm making here is actually slightly wrong. I had to redo it, but I thought I'd just include it to show you that I can make clothes. I just don't particularly like doing it. But yeah, actually, to be fair, that hood is the one good bit. So yeah, here I am just putting it on the fabric and then cutting it out. This fabric was sent to me by J Dolls UK. It is such a nice fabric. I absolutely love it. I wish I hadn't wasted as much of it as I did. I'm so annoyed about myself at that. But yeah, I just want to give a huge thank you to Jay for sending me this. She sent it me specifically for this custom and it came in so handy. So his jeans I made off camera again with a ratchet ass pattern. I did give them an elastic waistband, but I did it a bit too small because I'm a knob. But here I am, I cut it a little bit and I just sewed it up at the back. Again ratchet, but meh. And then I folded up the bottoms of the trousers so they were the rolled up jeans, and then we slid his jumper on, and his outfit was pretty much done, to be fair. Okay, so as you saw, I gave a big chop to his hair just to get off the excess, and then we are just going to slowly take it down. I knew I wanted it to taper a little bit and be a little bit taller at the front than it was at the back. Again, a lot like my own hair. So that's what I was kind of basing it off. I know that this filming isn't probably the best, but it was the best way I could film it, so deal with it. But yeah, so I just did that. I kept chopping off a little bit here and there. It's a lot shorter at the sides now, and I just used a little bit of water as well just to tame some of those frizzy bits. There you go, you can see me just doing that, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. And there he is all finished, and I have to say I absolutely love him. I'm really happy with the way he came out. I'm really happy with the way his outfit looks. He's got the exact vibe that I wanted, and I haven't been this happy with a full custom that I've done in such a long time. Anyways, I hope you are all having a great Valentine's Day. I hope you're spending it with your loved ones. Doesn't necessarily have to be a partner. Just spread the love all across the world, and yeah, that's it. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram at DalesDolls. Bye.